Hi, I'm Dan and welcome to Awesome English. This is lesson 1 in our series on how to write a personal recount. In this lesson, we're going to learn about the different types of recounts. We're going to learn what a recount is. And finally, our main objective is to know the structure of a recount text. All right, let's get started. Alright, welcome to our awesome checklist for today's lesson. This is our roadmap for success. These are the objectives we want to achieve by the end of this lesson. So the first one is to know what is a personal recount. Then to know the different types of recounts. And then finally, to be able to know the structure of a recount text. Alright, let's get started. So what is a recount? So a recount is a text that retells events in the past. Now you could write a recount about different things. You could write a recount about a famous historical event in the past. Or you could write a recount about a famous person and some major events that happened in their life. Now you could also write a personal recount. So a personal recount is where you're recounting events from your life that have importance. All right, so let's learn more. Okay, so what is a personal recount? Now this whole series is about how to write an awesome personal recount. Now personal recounts retell experiences or really important events that have happened in the past. Now you could write a personal recount about an incredible holiday that you have had. You could even write one about some crazy weather that you have experienced, maybe a storm or some snow. Either way, they retell amazing events or interesting events in the past. Now, spend a few minutes, have a think. Can you think of 3 potential recount ideas you could write about? So our learning objective today is to learn about the structure of a recount. Now we talk about different text types, like a narrative, information report, or even an essay. They all have a certain structure or macro. So let's learn about the macro or the structure of a recount text. Let's check it out. Okay, so a recount has 3 main parts. There's an orientation, sequence of events, and finally conclusion opinion paragraph at the end. Now, in your orientation, you're going to think about the who, what, where, and when. Then, for the sequence of events, you need to write about 3 main events that happened for this recount. And then finally, in the conclusion opinion, it's where you wrap up this recount. All these events, and you give your opinion, final opinion, about how you felt about this experience. Okay guys, now you can plan your own recount using our amazing and awesome recount planner. So spend a few minutes now. Have a think about how you could write and plan your own personal recount. Okay, I hope that brainstorming session went well. Now it's time for a little think, pair, share. So if you're in class, you can talk to the person next to you. If not, you can just brainstorm at home. So let's recap. Have a think. Do you remember what a recount is? Can you think of the different types of recounts? And then finally, can you remember the structure of a recount text? Okay, get sharing. Okay, now it's time for some independent learning. Now that you know what a recount is, it's time for us to consolidate what we've learned. So go and plan a personal recount text. Now you don't need to write lots of sentences, you can just jot down a few ideas. So use our recount planner to help you. Can you think of some ideas for your orientation? Can you think of 3 main events that you want to write about in detail? And then finally, what will be your final opinion or conclusion? Okay, I'll see you next time and remember to stay awesome.